Hey YouTube, Chase Variant coming back at you like the changing of the season, and we are in convention season. I went to the Big Apple Comic Con and picked up a few books. Thought I'd share them with you now. Let's get started. This is Doctor Strange 001. This is the hip hop variant. Picked this out of the dollar bin. A bunch of these books I picked out of the dollar bin, and I'll let you know which they are. And this is one of them. And my intention for this con was to go meet Stan Lee, but he got ill at the last minute and did not make it. So the $125 that I was reserving for his signature, I spent some of that on these books. Okay. Another book I found in the dollar bins at the convention was Harley Quinn and Her Gang of Harleys. This is one of 6. This is the A cover. Picked up a mint condition of Original Sin from Marvel Comics 001. This is the C cover. Pretty cool picture of magic there. The Eye of the Watcher and Thor just jumping out. Shitty story, awesome cover. I also picked up Wonder Woman Rebirth #1 from DC Comics out of the dollar bin. I picked up Power Man and Iron Fist #1 Hip Hop Variant Edition. This is the Mobb Deep variant homage. And this is a #1 for Power Man and Iron Fist from Marvel Comics. Right out the dollar bin. Another dollar bin book I picked up, X-Men 92 #1 from Marvel Comics. Pretty cool book. Shows the classic head-to-head contest that X-Men does a lot. Most classically done with X-Men 100, with both of the teams facing off against each other. I also bought the Uncanny X-Men 92 #01. Ha ha ha! It almost fooled me because it is the action figure variant. It is the B cover variant. And this is X-Men 92 #1, and it looks just like one of those Toy Biz toys from the 90s. And let me give you a little hint about how successful those 1990s Toy Biz toys were that came in the packaging like this. The owner of Toy Biz, Ike Perlmutter, made so much money off of the IP that he ended up buying Marvel Comics in the 90s and owning Marvel Comics as, all of the IPs, so to speak. And he later then sold it to Disney, where he was one of the main producers for the first few movies until him and Feige got into, a clash over budget. And now Ike Perlmutter is the guy who brings us the Netflix stuff. He's the executive producer of the Netflix stuff. And so he's made some really good business choices, to say the least. And this is X-Men 92 from Secret Wars Marvel 001, Secret Wars X-Men 92. This is the A cover. Really fun cover. I really love Jubilee and the bottom looking like, what the hell are we into now? A lot of fun. I also picked up the Secret Wars #1 variant edition, X-Men 92. This is the Newberry Comics secret exclusive. And this is beautiful. Very vibrant cover showing Logan and Jubilee on the back of his hog tooling through the city with some ice cream. Ice cream, as Logan is known to do. And I also picked up from DC Comics, Deathstroke the Terminator #1, and at the con I saw a surprising number of these in the dollar bins, guys, and they were all, not all, but a bunch of them were in pretty fair condition, pretty good condition, and it's a beautiful Wolfman cover, and for $1 you can't beat it. I couldn't let it go. That's Deathstroke the Terminator #1 from DC Comics. I also bought Marvel's Annihilation #1. This is the B cover variant with Annihilus on the cover, and this, shows the negative zone monster jumping out at you, ready to just bite your neck back to the negative zone. I picked up Conan #1 movie special, and that 1 and 2 is in this set. These were in the dollar bin, so I guess that's 50 cents a pop, but they're in great condition. The pages aren't the whitest of white, but this is more of a book for nostalgia for me. This was one of the first comics that as a kid that I bought that was not geared toward children, like Smurfs or Archies or something like that, and it was geared a little more mature. My book, I took it in 3rd grade all over the place. It's torn to hell. And so I was very happy to get, just another book for nostalgia's sake for me. I also picked up John Carter, Warlord of Mars #1 from Marvel Comics. And again, this is another book that is not going to break your pockets. I found it in the dollar bin. The reason I am so happy I found this is because of the way the colors just pop on this book. The subtle differences between the reds are all there. The whites pop, the spine is immaculate, the corners are beautiful, and to get a book this old in that condition for me, it was just a real treat. it's a beautiful book, and I'm happy to have it. And for $1, it's like I feel like I owe somebody something. I also picked up Astonishing Tales number 33, featuring Deathlock the Demolisher, and this is one of the earlier appearances of Deathlock. He appeared in a series of Astonishing Tales books, a whole bunch of them, and you know, they're out there in the wild. You can find them, but again, to find them in immaculate condition with the colors that are still there, popping, corners in excellent condition, very difficult task. And so I picked it up because I'm a huge Deathlock fan, and this is just a really, really pretty, beautiful copy of Astonishing Tales number 33. I also bought Fumetti number 1. I picked that up for $2, and you know, it's an homage to fans. It is a bullpen comic book. It's like looking at the back of the page, Sam's soapbox, but having a whole book full of that, and it's awesome. You've got Danny O'Neill back before he fucked up Wonder Woman, and back when he had hair, right? You have Cockrum, right? You got Jim Shooter down there, kids. Got John Byrne, Walt Simonson, Chris Claremont, Stan the Man. This cover is just awesome. It's total fan service, and for $2 in really excellent condition. If I ever have an opportunity to run by Stan Lee, this will be one of the books I have him sign. Okay. I also picked up Logan's Run number 1. And I love Logan's Run. It's a great story. It's a story about a society where once you reach a certain age, you have to sacrifice your life for the community, meaning you have to die, and what they call the carousel. And, you know, kids don't want to die, so some of them run. And when you run, you get chased by the Sandman. These guys in the stripes are the Sandman. And it's just a really cool story. If you guys don't know about Logan's Run, the film even holds up. Okay, the effects are dated, but the film really, really holds up. I would suggest you go out and check it out. Now, this comic book in particular from Marvel Comics Group is not an exceptionally rare book. It's easy to find out there and find very fine condition. The difficulty in obtaining this book in a over 9.0 condition, though, cannot be simplified, cannot be understated. It is a very difficult book to get above 9.0, and this book I feel easily comes in 9.0. I met up the Rag 718 at the convention. He's got connections. That's right, Rag 718's got connections, and he knew a guy who used to grade for the CBC, and he checked out my book, and he checked it out kind of tongue-in-cheek because he knew that Logan's Run was not a very valuable book. But for me, I just wanted to see exactly where it stood as a professional on the spectrum, and he says it stands between a 9.2 and a 9.4, and I was very happy about that, because the difference between an 8.0 and a 9.4 in Logan's Run is about a $20 difference, and I picked that up in the dollar bin, so I really, really am excited about that. Another dollar bin find I got was a copy of Image Spawn number 1, immaculate condition. Didn't own it, bought it. The Anniversaries book is coming out, so that's one I plan to buy, so I thought, why not get the older one? I'm going to end up paying more for the reprint. Okay, I also picked up Deadpool number 1. This is the hip hop variant from Marvel Comics. I picked up Silk number 1. And again, these are just all dollar finds. This is me and for hours in books, long boxes, just strolling through and taking my time and finding books I was interested in. And this Silk number 1 was one that I popped out of a long box. It's one of the few regrets I have of the comic convention, because I didn't notice, but there is some demarcation, discoloration on the spine. But I found it in a dollar bin, so I don't really feel like I lost anything. Okay. I also picked up this very beautiful book. This is Moon Knight number 1, the 2011 edition, and this is a 1 in 25 Mark Texiera cover, and I picked this up for under $10, and it's in immaculate condition. It shows Wolverine and Moon Knight on a rooftop, ready to just jump down, give somebody the fist of Khonshu, or schnick the hell out of somebody, and I really like it. I think it's a beautiful book. It's a 1 in 25 Moon Knight 2011 edition Mark Texiera cover. Okay, and another book I picked up was Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, all black cover, and I know this is a limited cover, but I'm not sure the ratio, kids. I'm sorry about that. I picked it up for about $10. It's in immaculate condition. The blacks are solid. The spine is tight. The corners are tight. And I'm a big Punisher fan, and this book in particular I really like because I'm a fan of the all-black book. Now, one of the books that I really was looking for months and months and months. Did not expect to find it at the con, but actually found it and was very happy about it. I was chasing this book for months, in fact, since the month it came out. And that is 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank #1. Now, 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank, I think printed under 4,000 copies, but has at least half a dozen covers. And then it's got secret variant covers, and it's got post-day covers. It's got a lot of different covers. And this is a Black Mask Comics, and this is 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank, and it is a 1 in 25, it is a 1 in 250. So there are 250 copies of this book out there. Yours truly was lucky enough to obtain one, and I am sharing it with you. I was so thrilled. I would have settled for a 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank any cover. I would have liked the Reservoir Dogs cover. Couldn't find it in the wild. But I was so thrilled to find this one, and I couldn't believe I found it for about $15 at the con in immaculate condition in some guy's long box. Very happy to have it. So, yeah, that's my New York Big Apple Con haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please click like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Big up, Rag718. It was great hanging out with you at the Big Apple Con. You know, next time you're in New York, if I ever find my way down to Maryland, man, we're going to link up, tear some shit apart. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I'm Chase Variant, and I'm out.